Oh, hello everybody, this is me, Dusty Circuit, here to bring you some more Satisfactory. And off camera, I've basically increased the number of fuel generators just a little bit. And our power production is now higher than it's ever been in this whole world. Like, yeah, this is definitely a record. And our coal coke power, our petroleum coke power, I've kind of removed that because I wanted to actually use our the other oil production I'm thinking about actually redoing is that big pipeline I ran to that area just under the base is a rather kind of a bit wonky, and it also is a bit of an obstacle for driving with the Explorer. And actually instead, I'm thinking maybe a better plan would be just route that oil along with the other oil that we're not using for the fuel production for our power plants, and use that to make rubber and plastic. And I think for the time we can either do a big sky bridge up to our base from here and then just build it up there, or once we unlock trains, we could build a train line into our base. And yeah. And one thing that I really would like to do is it'll require some alternate recipes, but there is this rather complex chain of oil processing that basically will using the alternate recipes will allow for like I guess duplication's not really the right word, but just like multiplication. Like so, like I believe it allows for double the amount of oil that you put in, basically. And depending on how you arrange the recipes, you can either get 900 plastic per minute or 900 rubber per minute from 300 oil per minute. And since we have the Mark II pipes that can do 600 per minute, my plan is we could split that 600 per minute into two 300 per minute lines, and then use one to make plastic, one to make rubber, and we'll each get 900 per minute. And it's gonna be probably the most tedious thing to build in our world so far, but also the most worthwhile, though I'm kind of starting to get a bit beyond the scope of this particular episode, but let's just focus on kind of the job at hand. I would like to set up packaged fuel, because we just in the previous episode we have the Jetpack unlocked, but in order to use the Jetpack, we need to have packaged fuel. And in this episode, I'd like to set up, at least automate that production, and maybe it also address our, at least I guess, set up a temporary plastic production as well as rubber until that future plan we could bring into fruition. Though I'd also like to set up a production for, at least for the Nobelisks, if not the rifle ammo, because at previous episode we were setting up this whole thing with the oil. I kid you not, I died 3 times in a row because of those damn enemies. And if I say it's time we actually get some we actually get some weapons so we can deal with those monsters better. But yeah. And we can actually use the, like, the polymer resin that this setup is producing. We can actually use that to make plastic, but my only issue with that is unless we're actually using our power to near its full capacity, we're actually not going to the amount of polymer resin we're going to be getting isn't going to be that much. But I think we actually could get away with it for using some of it to make our plastic for our the packaged fuel. But actually, since we just so happen to have, I just happened upon this this oil node, though it's an impure node, I'm thinking about maybe using this to make our, maybe this could be our packaged, we could use this to make plastic, and then that'll make our containers. And really just the same kind of deal as usually with these setups. Just well, tricky part is can be getting them aligned. But let's get the pipe lined up if we can. And those who can make plastic. And for the residue, I'm just gonna, I guess, make petroleum coke and just resource sink it. believe we only need one refinery to deal with that, but yeah, of course I'm out of materials now. Well, I wouldn't really advise this, but because I am lazy, I don't feel like going all the way up to the base. We could just buy what we need from the boom. And we're only going to be making half of what this requires, so I'm just going to underclock you. And the plastic we're going to take out to here, and constructor to make the containers. And just gonna merge all their outputs. And even the Mark III belts are overkill, but that's kind of what I have on me, so we're gonna use them. And now we're actually going to make use of the new packager that was added in this update. And this power line's in the way. Don't mind that, I'm gonna fix it. And we're back online. And you can pretty much just tap off of this line. But this is in the way. Oh wait, we don't need it there. to go a little bit down. This packager is here. And it's not quite straight. Now we just need to give this whole shebang power. And eventually we want to get these delivered to my base, but for right now, just stockpile them. That's pretty cool animation. And we have our packaged fuel. And I just need to make the jetpack. Question is, can we make it? And of course I'm missing that. I'll be with you guys when I have the resources to make this thing. Okay, so we have the jetpack, and it actually comes preloaded with fuel. But once you use that up, it won't be replenished. Luckily for we have packaged fuel now, so now we can fly. And of course it's, the jetpack isn't really the best for vertical, like gaining vertical height. But one thing that's really makes it useful, let me, This will be even better once we get Mark V conveyors. But already, at least with what we have, I can show you what's possible. So it's first we get on the belt and jump. So it's like basically you can just maintain your height. And I mean, imagine if like we could combine that with hypertube launchers, especially that would get really useful. And like even just for simple things like getting up cliffs when we're exploring, this jetpack's really gonna come in handy for that reason. And I guess for the rest of this episode, I mean, I would like to do at least remedy our plastic problem, and also kind of for that reason I've shut off our plastic production like to our base, so our computer production isn't running anymore, but our heavy modular frame still is. And I can't wait to kiss that pipe goodbye. To end off this episode, I'm thinking we set up sulfur production, or at least get sulfur to our base and automate the nobelisks. And that'll also enable us to automate the rifle ammo as well. So be back when we're back at base. Well, we're back now. Or welcome back. And we have coal into our base already. But basically now we're gonna go to the sulfur and then run a conveyor to there, or from there. And there it is, all the way down there. Pretty sure these are both... look, this is impure, this is normal. Not quite what I was hoping out of these, but it's at least something anyway. Doesn't look like we can do the foundation thing. Just that'll have to do. Actually, this might be better. And so you're a 60 and you're a 120. Let's see if I can't overclock them, maybe. Let me up here. I'm gonna save in case I die. Well, I do have these. Now we're at least most of the way healed. Oh, I have a bad feeling about proceeding through here. Okay. Oh. We have nearly full health. Let's show him who's boss. And he has a friend. Great. Get back here. My slug. And I can't grab it. Great. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. I'm done messing with testing my luck for today. It should get us more than enough shards to overclock these bad boys. And I haven't researched purple slugs yet. Great. But we can make the sky a 120. And which means, unfortunately, our Mark IV belt is going to be a little bit wasted, but oh, what the heck. Maybe in some point in the future we can we'll get the Mark III miners, and maybe then we'll finally get a 480 line of sulfur through here. And I need more rods. I'll be right back. And we're only going to be getting about half of what this conveyor can supply, but that's really the best we can do right now. And now our sulfur is racing towards our base. And I'm gonna need to get more the encased to finish this belt.